G'day, mate. I've been working on a massive quest to try and build something cool in all 64 of Minecraft's biomes, and I'm finally gonna make a start on the cold biomes today. There are 26 cold biomes in Minecraft, and the first one I'm gonna start with is the Grove, right over here, right next to my main base. And I'm going to build a very functional base here, a base that I'm going to actually use a lot, especially in this video, and that is gonna be an automatic wood farm. That is gonna make things a lot easier going forward. But, of course, as always, I must get the resources I need for this. Firstly, I'm going to fly over to my wood shed. There's also a shed for many other purposes. And let's see, how much dark oak do I have? Yeah, I've only got a stack and a bit. I need 10 stacks of dark oak for this build that I have in mind. Let's just fly over here then, and we will demolish a bit of a dark oak forest. Yeah! Alright, there is more than 10 stacks of dark oak logs. I'm also gonna need a bunch of spruce logs. Let us choppy these down. I'm also gonna need to head into my woodshed, which is not just a woodshed, but a few other things shed. To grab some deep slate. Aha! Wow, okay, I've got a lot there. Hang on, I need a shulker box. Apparently my ender chests are not on me. What? And all of my old storage system is getting sorted into my new storage system, so everything's a mess at the moment while the copper golem's sorted out. Aha! There's some shulker boxes. Sweet. Alright, chuck all those in there and chuck these in there. Grab a few of those. Back to what I was doing. Going to need some brown mushrooms. I'm going to need some other various types of wood and some glass and some other random stuff. Okay, I'm ready to go. This is going to be a big build because it's trying to cover up a farm that's explosive, and if I make it small, then everything will explode, so I need to leave enough space, but it's going to be fun, so let's do it. Grab all this, have a little sneaky bit of a nap. And right here, I reckon just up there is a perfect place to build my wood factory kind of thing. I don't really know. It's gonna be cool. I drew a picture of kind of an idea of what I want to build, and now it's time to bring that into fruition reality. I believe I've finished the tree farm aspect of this, but all the freaking water keeps freezing. Stop it. I guess we're just gonna have a bit of a moment of truth and just flick this lever to hopefully see it work in action. In theory, TNT will be raining from the skies. Yeah. Okay. Were there always that many particles with TNT? Sweet, it works. Now I've just got to turn this drawing into a build that surrounds this without the build blowing up. Sounds fun, let's do it. There is CringyGull's wood factory of justice. It actually looks so cool. Like, usually it's just a random redstone contraption and scaffolding in the sky. But now it is an epic kind of wizard tower that magically produces wood out of nothing, and it has my face on it, which is actually sick. We go up inside the wood tower. I haven't actually tested any of this out yet. We've just got ourselves a very beautiful interior of redstone stuff, so it's nothing fancy. It's meant to just be like a functional kind of place. And man, it looks so cool. I haven't tested it out yet though. I don't know how much of it's gonna blow up, or if it's just not gonna work if I somehow broke the farm while I was building the aesthetics of it. So I need to go and get myself some bone meal and some saplings to see just how this bad boy goes. Let us row our... Excuse me? Can you not be in my boat? Let us row our boat gently down to the wither skeleton farm. Yay! And we're gonna want to collect up some sweet bit of bone. Thank you very much. And now, let's just craft up all our bony meal, chuck it all in here. I need to put Eugene away for a moment, which is always scary. Let's put on my chest plate in case I blow up.
You are nothing without me.
Switch this on, and let's see, does anything get blown up? Okay. That's good. Yeah. Dude, sick. And now, will trees actually grow in here? Yes. Instant. Okay, sick. We can get some nice woody wood in an epic wood tower that is super cool to be in. And now I don't have to manually mine trees, except for some trees like dark oak and pale oak. But this is good. I'm just gonna farm up some of this because I can. I'm gonna enjoy it, and so are you. all out of bone meal. So let's switch this off. And nothing blew up. Sweet. And all of the wood should be in here and here. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. This is going to come super in handy for future builds today because being in the snow and all, I'm going to kind of take a bit of a medieval theme, and Spruce is just perfect for that. And one of my goals today, as well as medieval theme, is to get better at building castles. Now, whereabouts should we chuck our next build? There's more grove here, and we've already done grove right behind me. What about this over here? Is this Frozen Peaks? Okay. What the heck? Did I do that? Yeah, that must have been me. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't it be sick to make like a bit of an ice castle up here? Yeah? Yeah, just like a little ice castle watchtower kind of thing. Sounds epic. Let's get what we need, which is just mainly going to be ice. And while I'm scouting out a good ice supply, I should definitely just take note and take inspiration of all these beautiful cold biomes that are in front of me and just think a bit about what I want to build there later on in this video. Oh, I just can't wait to build in these biomes. They're so cool. Cool. Now, call me crazy, but I think that bird poo would be a great, I mean, diorite would be a actually decent block to use in our color palette for an ice castle. I've got plenty of it, so might as well put it to good use. Maybe some calcite would also be a good mix. Maybe some pale oak would be cool as well. All right, I'm gonna see how far these materials take me. Let's grab these, have a quick nap. Let's fly over to our Frozen Peaks, and let's figure out how to build a little sneaky bit of a frozen castle. It is weird building with ice. I'm so slippery sloppery.
That is a skill issue.
All right, Eugene, just please stop it. All right, that's the first kind of tower done. It's pretty, my internet's out, so I guess this is what I look like now. It's pretty nice. Now I just got to build the other towers all the way around the other places. And that's looking even cooler. But before I continue, I'm gonna need to get some more blocks. Like, I'm running out, so get some of this. I also really need to repair my pickaxe. What the heck is that pig just doing on that tree? What? And let us continue building our icy castle. I think we ought to build an epic bit of a tower right in the back kind of middle of the castle. I think that looks sick. Haha! Now that I've got your attention, do you like biomes? Do you like custom biomes? Because my Minecraft server has got them all. Well, has got all of the Terralith ones. And it's pretty awesome. You should come join. I learned how to play this when I was 9. My teacher was really mean, so you should come join Salty MC. Details are right here on the screen. Also, I have a lightsaber, so just hecking do it. Just hecking join the server. It's like 5 AM right now and I'm really tired and awake now. This is so cool. It does all these cool things. Like, check this out, it's just so cool. Anyway, join my hacking server. Alrighty, here we have our ice castle. And I gotta say, it's pretty heckin' flippin' epic. Got like a teardrop kind of style window there. We've got an epic warped door here. And I've realized that shelves have a really nice texture on the back of them, which is pretty cool. And I decided to make it a little bit functional, and I made a little ice farm. So yay, ice. Not a very massive ice farm, but it still is a little bit of an ice farm, and that's helpful. Yeah, I still don't have internet, and I'm not gonna have internet for like 2 days. So here's an epic edit where I am me now. Yeah, if you don't know how ice farms work, basically you just make a diagonal line that won't turn into ice by placing blocks above it. But where are the blocks? Well, I've got these little tiny glass panes here. And those being above these blocks of water stop them from turning into ice, which is pretty nice. And here we have an icy kind of throne room, which is pretty cool. And upstairs, we have got a place where we can enjoy the view by jumping up and looking out at the view. Or if you do parkour. Yeah, sick. I definitely feel like I learned some things while I was building this, like learning about building castles. Got out of my comfort zone a bit. I've always built just like stone castles. Building a white and blue castle was definitely very unique for me. And that was epic. I loved it. I'm ready to move on to the next biome. Okay, I was about to just put all of this into my storage system, and then I thought of a fun challenge. What if I just grabbed all of this and I don't add anything or take anything away from it, and I travel a bit far away back to our icebergs. Bonk my head. And why don't we just see what we can do with this biome? I'm a bit sick. With this biome and this biome, and we turn some of these cool kind of icy structures into a base. Let's see how that goes. So first of all, I see a little cave in there. Hang on. Whoa, epic. Yeah, okay, there's like this little nice kind of opening in here. I want to turn it into like this nice iceberg ensuite. Okay, here's a bit of a nice room that I've dug out. I've got a nice other room here with a window, and it's gonna be able to go all the way down here as well for some sort of entrance. Just make some polished andesite slabs. I want to make like a nice kind of balcony here. Or maybe not balcony, maybe just like a nice window. Yeah, mate, that's pretty cool. And let's also just make a little bit of a window here. Make a bit of a step up here. Now, we definitely need to add some lights around the place. Maybe I'll make like a little workbench kind of table right here. And I've got candles that I didn't use for the other build, so I'll just put a few candles down. Nice. We chuck down a bit of a nice blue carpet here. Let's put down a nice bit of a comfy couch there. Use some shelves for some arms. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, and this, oh, that's a fancy couch. Look out of the view, look at all the ice spikes, pretty cool. Let's add a nice stairway inside. We should probably have some sort of doorway. I reckon we'll add in a nice circular window. Let's make some nice paintings and use those to decorate the place. How lovely. Alright, I've made a nice vibey home inside an iceberg. I'm pretty happy with this. It's pretty nice, pretty vibey. Got little firefly bush plants in here. I've changed up some of the windows that I did earlier. You can see the nice night sky outside. I also made another little room up here. We climb this ladder, and another nice place to look outside. Let's just have a sleep because there's scaries outside. From the outside, it's mostly just windows and chimneys. But I'm really happy with the windows because they're like this really cool kind of circular style, which I've never actually done before. It's really fun, really cool, really nice. Yeah, epic iceberg base. That crosses off the frozen ocean off of the list. There's also deep frozen ocean, which is further that way as well, but I don't know what I'm going to do for that yet. I'll save that for later. Because now, we've got ourselves some ice spikes that I want to mess with. But first, I think I'm gonna fly home and get myself some more materials. This is getting difficult having limited resources. I mainly just wanted spruce and dark oak, and that's what I've got now, so let's go and take all these materials back to where we were and build a bit of an ice spike treehouse, except it's not a tree, it's an ice spike. And I kind of want to have one as a neighbor to this build that I just did. Let's do this one. So I guess what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to just drill a hole all the way through to the top. See, look at that. You can't even tell the difference because it's epically hidden. We'll make a way all the way up to the top, but on our way up, we'll make little nice rooms. Well, not rooms necessarily, but nice little platforms for us to enjoy being on an ice spike on. Being on an ice spike on? I don't know what I'm saying. I never do. But now that I'm looking at this, I kind of would prefer it to be palo. Yeah, I think white and blue would be a way cooler combo than blue and brown. Okay, hang on a moment. Frick! That was creepy. Cool, and I just want to do this again like a few times and make the platforms have different purposes. Alright, this is an absolute vibe. Check all of this out. This is beautiful. I've got a nice bench to sit on. It's like, yay. Down this way, we've just got a little bit of a ladder, but in here we've got ourselves a nice bit of a crafting setup and a chest and also a bed to sleep on. I'm realizing just now the lack of lighting is not ideal for survival. And then down this way, we've got a barrel. Yeah, this is actually a pretty sick base. This is what it looks like from the outside. It is actually really cool. It's a real epic vibe, and I love looking at it at nighttime. Wow, beautiful. Let me just hop into bed over the fence. Yeah, whenever there's a biome that has unique structures or formations like ice spikes, I love turning that formation and structure into a base itself. And this is sick. Now I'm feeling a bit inspired about how I made an ice farm earlier. Like, it was a little ice farm, but you know, it would actually be really handy to have a massive ice farm. And you know what the perfect biome for that would be? The frozen river. And the thing I love about the frozen river is all of the ice that's here already. So I don't even have to build the ice part. I don't have to place any of the water. It's all here. Basically, all I need to do is I just need to build a big square. And I'm using wood because I don't want to accidentally mine the wood with my Instamine pickaxe while I'm mining the ice. And now I'm going to use this ice just to be a temporary block because I don't have any other temporary blocks on me. Just to make a diagonal line here. Whoa, it's so fast to build with ice. What the heck? And then I'm just going to grab my glass and turn it into glass panes. And on this diagonal line, I'm going to put one glass pane on each block of diagonalness. So if I just go ahead and grab this fortune... Actually, wait, no, before I do that, I want to grab all this wool and go underground here. And wow, this is going to be a bit of a breathtaking experience. I just need to turn all of this, make a bottom platform of wool so I can walk on it and not have to swim while I'm mining. BRB, this is going to take a while. Hey, you missed a spot. Oh, frick. No. Oh no. You missed a spot. So now that there's a wool thing underneath, I won't accidentally like fall under, and I won't also mine the wool because it takes ages to mine wool unless you use a shear. So I can just collect all this ice that I want, but also I'm realizing I want wool on the edges here as well. Just need to mine a diagonal line underneath the glass panes I placed. And so long as there's this straight down diagonal line, straight down the diagonal middle, I can just mine all this and the water will renew itself to be full water sources to turn back into ice. It's crazy good. The really fun thing to do is to mine out a massive empty space like this on one half of the farm and then just open the floodgates. So cool. And if I've got too much ice, I can just happily make some packed ice and some blue ice, which is very expensive. Like, that was a full inventory of ice that just makes 15 blue ice. That's crazy. Now, I've built a beautiful build in the frozen river, and I reckon there's a good opportunity here to build a base right in this snowy plains right here that's kind of connected to this ice farm. I'm thinking of just building a nice kind of medieval styled house and have a little pathway that goes down this way and a little jetty. Let's do it. Alright, we've got for ourselves a nice snowy little cottage. It is actually really sweet. I'm really proud of this. This is really nice. We've got a nice little path down to the jetty here. And we've got our massive ice farm, which has just about finished freezing over again. Ready for me to harvest some more ice. Not that I feel like I ever will need to, because I just got so much ice from just demonstrating. And inside this nice cottage, we've got a little bit of an interior, just a simple one. Got a nice table here. I am loving shelves so much. They are brilliant, amazing. And in here, we've just got like a couple of rooms. Like, we've got a little bedroom here, and then an identical little bedroom here, and shelves again, amazing. And up here you got yourself a nice little bit of a lookout. It's pretty sweet, it's pretty nice. Look out at the ice farm and you can see the ice spike biome base in the distance, and it is a nice, beautiful, snowy day. Maybe I'll just chuck a little bit of a cheeky bit of a lantern like there. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, this is a nice build. This is really sweet. Alright, I'm finally back, and I'm finally myself again. Did you guys forget what I looked like? Did you think I looked like that other character for that whole time? Well, no, I'm a seagull. Look, see? I'm a silly seagull with a silly seagull hat. That's me. That's what I look like. Anyway, what the heck was I doing? I've been gone for weeks. I was building bases in every cold biome. And I think next up I'm gonna go into the snowy taiga biome. I need to get myself a box of resources that I can use for that, and then I'll head over there. So right over here where our ice farm is, we have got snowy taigas galore. Lots of options to choose from, and I think up on top of this hill looks like a pretty sweet spot to chuck in a nice, wholesome log cabin. I am going to need to log some trees to do that. I just want a nice humble space where we're going to make a humble log cabin. Got some sweet little ideas. Yeah, this is going to be a sweet, cute, little, simple build. Okay, very nice. This is a sweet little cabin. Got a nice campfire out here and a nice log to sit on and play the guitar or something. And then a cozy inside with nice insulated carpet floor, a nice open fire, and a bed to sleep in and books to read, and yes, a fletching table, because this is like a little hunting cabin where this person goes hunting, and when I see fletching table, I feel like that would be in a nice hunting log cabin. How very nice and sweet. Mate, I keep being a frickin' sickened chicken, and it's making it really hard to record this video. Wait, I just got an idea. Yeah, what is it? What if instead of me talking, I just write a script, and then I get my friends to record themselves saying the script? And mate, now that's an excellent idea. You don't even have to do anything. You can just get them to do all the talking. Can you not interrupt me when I'm speaking to you? Look at you, such an clever ideas, man. So full of clever. Mate, stop interrupting me.
Okay, so next up, I CringyGull with an American accent will head over to a taiga biome to build another nice medieval style house. I'm just gonna need some materials and a taiga biome. Okay, let's get building. Wow, what an absolute vibe. No, hold on, let me see that again. Wow, what an absolute vibe. I am so proud of this build. If you take a look inside, you'll find a table, and upstairs, another table, and a bed. Wow, I'm really creative and handsome and humble, and you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. Haha. I don't know what that laugh at the end there was, but that was great.
Okay, I'm back and I'm feeling well enough to record, maybe. I'm not sure. And over here, we've got some pretty massive mountains. Some jagged peaks where things are jaggery and daggery, and some snowy slopes. This is insane. What the heck? Man! What a world. What could I possibly build here that would look epic? More importantly, where can I find a bed to sleep in? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay, this is all just making me think of a game that I used to play called Valheim. It's like these mountainy areas, and it's this Viking game where you build all these cool Viking things, and you are a Viking, and everything's Viking. And I think it'd be really cool to make like a Viking-style house up here. I don't know if it makes any historical sense, but I think it'd be epic. Like, this is a really cool spot. Yeah, we gotta do it here. Yes, okay, I should get some materials though. Alright, I'm here with all of my materials, ready to build something pretty epic. Done a little bit of terraforming to clear out some space. I've got a really cool reference image I found. Someone else, like, I don't know, drew a picture of their own Valheim base, and I'm keen to use it as a reference image, you know? It's gonna be epic. Let's go! Alright, here is our Viking place that I have attempted to build. It's pretty cool. This is like definitely like, this got me out of my comfort zone. I'm really happy with that chimney at the back there. This is really sick. Got myself a nice little interior. We got some like a big dining table, because when I think Vikings, I don't know why, I feel like they would have an epic dining table to eat at and feast at. And then we've got like a nice little bedroom upstairs and just like a little table here. We got some furnaces, and up here we've got nothing except for just a place to look out at the beautiful views. Pretty happy with this little place. It's really sweet, really nice. Have a look from a distance. What if we like flying in? And then, yeah, that is cool. That is sick. Very epic, but very inconvenient place to live because you have to climb a mountain every time you want to come to your house. Yeah, nice job, man. Epic. So next up, I reckon I want to make an igloo. An igloo house just down here. See, up here, we are in the Jagged Peaks right there. But over here, we've got snowy slopes. Jagged Peaks are tall, crazy mountains. Snowy slopes are snowy slopes. Yep. I reckon an igloo. It's like if I was out here in the middle of nowhere and I needed to build a house quickly, I would build an igloo. So let's just grab a whole lot of snow and let's build a beautiful igloo for a base. Check this out. We've got a lovely cozy bit of an igloo camp place with some goats hanging out in their pen. I had to tie them down underground so that they wouldn't escape. And we just got a nice cozy little igloo hideout here where we can sit down, enjoy the fire, or we can have a bit of a nice kind of a, I don't know, just have a table there because tables are epic. And a bed, and this is all nice and kitted out for survival. Pretty happy with the curved kind of windows for the igloo, and the chimney on top is pretty sick. And obviously the views and the landscape is utterly beautiful and breathtaking. You can see just up there, you can see there's a little bit of a Viking house. Awesome. Love what I've done here. I reckon we take this all back home and we figure out what we're doing next in just a moment. G'day, mate. Isn't the sound of all these chests opening and closing just the most amazingest thing in my ears? I've been listening to it for many, many minutes while I organize all of these shulker boxes with some very useful general purpose blocks and even a nice decorative interior box here. Ready for me to go on a big building spree to build a bunch of bases in a bunch of biomes because I'm feeling motivated and inspired and I just want to do it today, and we're just going to go ahead and we're going to go and do it, and we're going to do it today. Let's do it, going ahead and do it. Right out here. Oh, hello, Black Wolfie. You're a legend, being right there. Oh, it's nighttime. Monkey sleep. Right here, we've got ourselves an old-growth spruce forest and an old-growth taiga forest. I can't remember which one's which, but this one has got trees with leaves up high. That one's got trees with leaves down low. Two separate biomes. And I reckon this one here, with the tree with the leaves up high, ought to have a tree house, because why the heck wouldn't you? When there's so much space to work with without having to delete any trees. Yeah, mate, this is, I mean, look at this tree right here. This is beautiful. There's even sunshine behind it. It's perfect. Let's build a tree house. Here is our dreamy spruce treehouse. It's actually really cool. I'm pretty proud of this. It's pretty epic, pretty nice. If we go inside, I've done as much interior as I can because in rooms like this with the glass panes, I can't do anything. Otherwise, like everything connects to the wall or it's like in the way. I can't jump over it. So I kind of just have to leave this as a scenic room. But up here is, I don't know, just another lookout with just nice fresh air, no windows to stop you from falling off the edge. And then up here is the main room. We've got tables. I had to use scaffolding because that doesn't connect to the glass. It's pretty good. Pretty sweet candles here. Pretty nice and vibey. You've got a bed and a nice balcony. And then, of course, up on the top here, there is one more nice scenic room because whoever loves here just absolutely loves the view, which I wouldn't blame them because Minecraft is just so beautiful. Beautiful blocky bliss. Now, let's grab our thingamajingies. Let's fly over this way. Or actually, what about over this way? This one looks cooler. Let's build a bit of an old growth spruce tiger base. Yeah. Ow. Alright, this is looking pretty sweet. Nice little forest, little shack. I definitely feel like since starting this challenge, I have learned to build lots of different kinds of houses, which has been one of the goals, and I'm very happy about it. Got a nice little interior in here. Pretty cool little carpet pattern I came up with. Got little furnaces, we got ourselves a table, a bed, just everything you need, you know, because there's a base. Oh. It is such a cute little base. I'm very happy with that. On to the next build, I suppose. Now, right over here is a biome called the Windswept Forest. This snowy part is the part of the forest, but also down here is. These are both the same biome. I guess because this is higher up, it snows here. And you know, I should love that. Wow, that sunset behind me is beautiful. Let's put on some inspirational music. I should love to build a little bit of a watchtower on top of this hill, because this hill is amazing. Yeah, I reckon I've got all the stuff I need already on me. I've already prepared a whole lot of general stuff, so let's just get straight into it, you know? Let's do it. Welcome everyone to my windy watchtower of wonderful ways. This is really cool. I'm really pleased with how this turned out. If we just go down in this little secret kind of little thing here, we've got a nice little bit of a hideout with a nice few barrels and candles and jars, and up here is the main meat of the base, where the main survivaling happens. Because it's safe up high from enemies. We've got some chests, we've got a nice bed, we've got a table, we've got lots of beautiful views to check out, we've got a flag, and look at this little invention I came up with, but probably wasn't the first one to think of this. This is like a chest of drawers, where you've got that's like the handle to open a drawer. But when you open it, it just breaks, so that doesn't really do anything. But it's a cool concept. Let's just give that a fixie. Yeah, this is a really nice little watchtower. Some of these bases I'm making, I'm just like, dang, I just want to live in these. But nah, I've got my own main base. Now, right over here is the Windswept Hills. Not Windswept Forest, but Windswept Hills. What the heck should I build in this nice biome here? This is really pretty. Just right by the river. Really cool stone cliffs. I mean, I could make like a cool little mining base.
Yeah, mate, let's do that.
All right, here is our nice miner house. We have a nice entryway down to the mines, which I will mine out another day. We got a nice bunch of ores here that the miner has mined up. And up here, we got the nice little beautiful place to live. And I thought it'd be fun to have a little diary here, except I'm going to use signs. So instead of dear diary, dear sign, I am the best miner in the whole wide mines. I love mining. I mine all day and I mine all night. Mining is great. I wish I could live forever just so I could mine forever. Yeah, awesome. That's great. Awesome. I'm pretty pleased with this. This is really nice. I did get some inspiration from Google Images to build a house kind of just going into the cliff like that and then a mine entrance down below. Quite a few people seem to have done that. And I am loving doing the roofs where there's like a triangle roof here, but then this edge will just like kind of curve down. Looks really nice, and I'm doing it a lot and I'm getting obsessed and it's amazing. It's beautiful. Reggie, mate, what are you doing? Greggy, mate, what are you doing? Oh, gotta get you. Oh, there you go. What are you doing, man? Just sitting around. Oh, okay. Well, sure. I guess keep doing your thing. Wait, no, I don't want you going into that chest. Stop. Mate, look where we are. We're in one of Minecraft's rarest biomes. And that is the Windswept Gravelly Hills, where the hills are gravelly and they are windswept. And oh my gosh. No thanks. Isn't this like really cool? Like this area is so beautiful. And I reckon, you know, it's pretty windy here in the windswept gravelly hills. I reckon I want to clear out a little bit of space on one of these hills and make a windmill to make best use of how windy-bindy this place is. Now there is a nice windmill base. Pretty sweet little build. Honestly, just building a windmill anywhere just looks amazingly cool. I love windmills. Do you like windmills? Because I like windmills. Don't know if you could tell because I've built like 3 windmills in this world and it's awesome. In here, we've got, you know, barrels and cauldron and composter because I guess this is going to be the kind of windmill where you like grind up grains. And in here, we just got a little basic little survival base. Got some furnaces, got another cauldron, got a table, and we got a bed. Simple interior, but it works very well. You know what I noticed? If we just go to my achievements and we go up here, adventuring time, discover every biome. 53 out of 54 biomes have been discovered. I've almost finished this. I don't know which biome it is that I haven't discovered. I suspect that it's going to be either the snowy beach or it could be the deep frozen ocean. I don't know. It's hard to tell because I've definitely been to like the deep dark in the end. It's either one of the cold ocean biomes or the snowy beach. I'm keen. But before I continue on with the cold biomes, I need to clear up a mistake that I made in the last episode. In the last Base in Every Biome installment, I was building all the bases in the hot biomes. And when I was categorizing all of these biomes for hot, cold, and temperate, I put Stony Peaks in cold biome category. Because I guess I just assumed because it's a mountainy kind of biome, it would be considered cold. But here it is, paired with a savanna, and it is definitely not a cold biome. Not that it's easy to tell, but if you just look it up, yeah, this is actually a hot biome. If you spawned cows in here, they would be hot cows. Or chickens would be hot chickens. But yeah, there's like, I need to do something about this biome, the Stony Peaks. Oh wow, look at this. You know what, I might make just like a little house here and then just kind of have like a crane thing that's meant to extract ores from down here and make it another kind of miner house. Yeah, sounds good. Let's build it. There we go, this is pretty sweet. Nice little miner house. We've got the classic red bed and some nice bits of furniture in here. And this dude's job who lives here is to work at the mines and pull up these ores. We've got a chain that goes all the way down. And then we've got some ores on this nice kind of platform down here, which looks pretty cool. Oh my goodness, there are scaries down here. But yes, it's a safe mine for this dude to mine in. Yeah. I love rain. Now, right over here somewhere, Aha, there it is. We have got a bit of a shipwreck. Hey shipwreck, how's it going? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. And this is a cold ocean biome. And I thought and I reckoned and I smeckoned that this would be a pretty cool opportunity to turn this into a base. What do you reckon, Schmecken? Do you Schmecken my reckon? Because I Schmecken the reckon this is a good idea. Alright, we have finished our nice shipwreck, nice place of justice, yeah. Fancy, exquisite renovation. Whoever lives here really likes art, because we've got some art here, we've got some more art here, we've got art here, art there, art up here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. Yeah, this person really likes art. And also we've got like a cool kind of gold treasure room here with all the gold. And I thought it would be a fun little detail to like use stripped wood and just different kinds of wood to repair the shipwreck. So it was like the person who turned this into a house, they didn't use the same wood that the shipwreck came in. They went and got different wood, and it looks different to what the shipwreck was originally made out. Yeah, this is a vibe. This would be a fun little starter base if we got like a wheat farm and stuff in there, but it's cool. Oh yes, and the views from this window are absolutely stunning. Sometimes squids come up right to the window and it's kind of scary, but it's amazing. Now, I was struggling to get for inspiration as to what to build in the deep, cold ocean, because I've built boats, which you can see behind me. I've built a glass air bubble. I've even built a freaking sea monster and repaired a shipwreck. And I was like, what the heck can I build? What are all the other options? And well, there is an ocean monument here, and technically I could transform that, but that's an entire other video in and of itself. So I looked up on Google Images, Minecraft deep ocean bases. I saw this really cool thing by Blockdown, and I was like, oh, like a raft kind of thing that goes into the water. Like if I just went here and I just made a bit of a raft and a house on top of that raft, that sounds kind of cool. Let's do that. We have a nice, beautiful beach shack in the middle of the ocean. Pretty nice, pretty cozy. It's got everything you need for survival, except there's no fishing rod here. We'll just hope that I remember to bring a fishing rod in my ender chest. Got a nice jetty to fish off. Got a nice view of the Spruce place over there, and ocean monuments over there. And I deliberately built it kind of close to the monument so that I can Anyway. Listen to me, mate. We've only got 8 biomes to go, and the next one is this one right here. But Cringy, didn't you already do this one? Well, no, and yes. I did the frozen ocean, but this, well, over this way, like, I mean, this iceberg that you're on right now, this one right here, this is deep frozen ocean. 2 separate biomes. And I reckon, while it might not make any sense, I just want to build a really cool lighthouse on top of this iceberg right here in the deep frozen ocean. I don't know if it really helps because lighthouses are meant to be on like the coastline, but I mean, there is a coast there, I guess. Yep. Let's do it. Mate, what a view, eh? Beautiful being on top of this lighthouse. I did some basic redstone. It's not amazing, but it does tell the story of lighthouse. Pretty epic. This is pretty nice. And you know, there is one more biome that I could go to and build a base at that is an overworld, normal, wholesome biome. And that's the Snowy Beach. But my suspicion is that's the biome I need to unlock this achievement, which I kind of want to save to the end of the video. So I'm going to go straight to the deep hecking dark. I'm going to build a base there. I've got a pretty epic base in mind, so actually before I go there, I'm going to have to do a bunch of resource gathering and then, oh yeah, there you go, okay. So, a deep dark biome is very evil, but you know what's more evil? This dude right here. Anyway, if we just go over this way, there is an epic hole for me to fly down and not die along the way. Down here, we've got a nice and wholesome ancient city that I love being in. And over this way, this is a really stressful place to be, but you know, we're fine. There's a nice big open space here for me to build something really epic. You know what? Rather than just telling you what I'm going to build, I'm just going to show you. So once again, let's get into time lapse. Oh my gosh, I just found it. Yeah, I'm looking for a better spot, because the spot I chose was just not big enough. I want to build something big, something epic. I just found deep sea emerald ore just completely by accident. That was insane. Okay. This is a nice big cave with a lot of spacey space. And Daimions. Thanks, Daimions. It's always very dangerous working in these dangerous biomes. I don't know why I made this world hardcore, but we're just gonna go ahead and go for it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is super hecking epic. Look at this giant, evil, scary looking skull. This is actually crazy, and its eyes watch me. It's kind of terrifying. It's hard to tell here, but let me just use free cam to tell you and show you. Look at its eyes. The eyes are watching me. Whoa. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, pretty awesome. We got like these kind of shiny spikes coming out of the ground, some sort of lore there. I'll let you guess in the comments what's going on. And up here, we have got a majestically majestic interior, all bone themed. We've got a bone rug on the floor, we've got bone paintings, we've got a normal bed, we've got candles everywhere, we've got some wither skulls, and we have book 2 of the Bone Poetry book by the Bone Poet. Allow me to read to you. Bones are great, they deserve no hate, they're my best mate. Better than Nathaniel. I have 206 bones, although I was born with more. They fused together beautifully, and now I am in awe. Each night when I brush my teeth, I think of my good friend named Keith. Because Keith's teeth are beneath a wreath, and Keith's wreath teeth will be bequeathed to Heath. My pinky bone is all alone in a cone. Poor pinky bone, all alone in a pinky cone. Have you ever joined a joint? I joined a joint and joint 2 joints into 1 joint. 3 joints joint into 2 joints, while 4 joints join into joining a joint into a jointing journey. I'm insane. Yeah, this is so good. I especially loved doing another bone poetry book. I don't know why, but I love doing poetry when it comes to talking about the human skeleton. Or just any skeleton, because bones are in lots of things. It's finally time that I start working on the end biomes. See this beautiful dimension called the end where everything's beautiful and amazing? Well, down here I've got a contraption here that's just been sitting, just doing nothing, looking ugly as. There's like nothing special looking about this. It's just a clump of redstone that is very functional. Because this is where I'd spawn a wither and it gets destroyed by these minecarts. This could totally be a way cooler room. It could look way more, I don't know, sciencey or something. So I'm gonna decorate this room and that will count for the end biome, which there are like 5 end biomes, but this main end island, this is just known as the end. That is the biome it is, the end. That's it. The end. The end of this sentence, the end of... And there we go, mate. We've officially made this box. I mean, it's just a box, and well, and down here we got an epic sci-fi looking kind of room, kind of machine to destroy the wither in. And in here we've got another room that's like totally different theme. It's like all green and stuff, and over here it's, you know, purple, so it's kind of cool having a contrast there. I've got my epic cupboard decoration, and I haven't tested to see if it still will kill the wither and everything. So why don't we test that and learn the hard way if it breaks everything. Do a little bit of this, and then I believe it's just a matter of beep. Haha, yep, a wither sure has spawned. Hang on. We need that. We need that. Need to get ready to run. Okay. This guy doesn't stand a chance. Yay. Okay, cool. Everything works perfectly. I'm so glad that I decorated this room. I was almost going to just build a whole new base in the end, but no, this is really nice now. What a vibe. What an absolute hecking vibe. Let's put my elytra on so I don't jump off a cliff and die. For the next build, I'm going to need a whole lot of blocks. I'm going to need some of these blocks, some of these blocks, a whole bunch of these blocks, and some more blocks like this. And then, okay, yeah, there's a lot of blocks. Who would have thought you need blocks to build something like that? Something that I'm about to build. Yeah, Let's build an epic purple castle. This is the spot where I plan on building the end castle. I already cleared out a whole lot of space. Like there's like no chorus fruit, like all in that direction, because I got it all to turn into purple blocks when I was in a live stream. It was pretty hecking epic because I got allays to help me, which made it so much easier. And as soon as I finish mining this little layer of enderstone here, I'm ready to build my purple castle. Let's hecking go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the Purple Palace of Bustus. I was trying to build a castle, but I kind of more or less built a palace, I guess, or it kind of also looks like a church, but either way, it's a really cool building and I'm really proud of it. This is insanely cool. However, I have not done any of the interior because there's so much to do here. I think I'd rather cover this in a live stream. So subscribe and check out the live streams, you know? Yeah, this is an incredibly cool thing to stumble across going through this portal. You just arrive here and there's the Purple Palace of Bustus waiting for you, telling you you must not go inside. Or maybe you should go inside, I don't know. Oh my goodness, I've only got like a few more biomes left and then this entire project is finally done after 6 hecking months. So let's go ahead and do the next one. Now this biome right here is the End Highlands. And another biome in the end is the Small End Islands, which, as you can probably guess, are all these little platforms here. I think it'd be pretty cool to have like a little survival base on one of these and have little bridges going in between different islands, or maybe a parkour course, which should totally not be terrifying at all. I just want to find like a nice spot where I guess they can connect pretty easily, like here, for example. I don't know, I'll figure out a spot. Let's just get straight into time-lapse and build something epic. Here is our nice survival Small End Islands paradise. We've got a nice sweet little house to live in. I've like kind of spawn-proof it, even though like the Endermen could technically teleport in here. At least they won't spawn in here. We've got a nice little room up here with a bench and table and chorus flower in the middle because that's just so decorative and amazing. I'm not putting a bed down because I don't want to accidentally click it and die. And then over here, we've got for ourselves a nice, lovely garden that is overgrown because whoever lived here has been gone for a long time. Except some of the veggies aren't overgrown yet, but that's a work in progress. But then up here, we've got a bit of an interesting story to tell. We've got this interesting structure that looks like some of its items have fallen out of their item holes, and there's been some sort of infection starting to spread. I wonder what happened to the guy who used to live here. Yeah, this is a pretty awesome little base. Like, I actually really like this. It's so sweet, so cute, so small, and yet it is a bit nice, detailed, and I'm proud of it. I need to explain how the other end biomes work, because you might think there's only like 3 end biomes. The End Island of Maine, this big island here, like the Highlands, and the Small End Islands. But there's actually 2 more end biomes, and they're really weird, okay? So right here, I think is the End Barrens, which is like the very edge of the big End Islands. And then over here is the End Midlands. And on the very top of the End Islands is the Highlands, or the Highlands, I don't know how to pronounce it. This palace here was built on the Highlands, so I've still got to do Midlands and Barrens. And next up, I want to do a bit of a Barrens. So I reckon because it's like basically the entire biome is just the cliff, I'm just going to build like something inside the cliff, like a nice little window, nice little ensuite or whatever, I don't know. It'd be great. Alrighty, here we have got a nice deluxe end suite. And down here, stairway, you see a nice, beautiful, chill, watch the stars kind of place. Where you sit in a seat and you look at the beautiful end stars. But if you don't have shaders, It really isn't that good. Yeah, this is a vibe, mate. I would totally sit here and watch the void for a good amount of time. But they got 2 biomes to go. Heck. Now I'm gonna build something pretty epic, pretty cool, and also pretty large. I'm gonna have to go like get some resources for that. So let's go and do that. Now I want to build a giant chorus mushroom. So I'm going to fair dinkumly need for myself amethyst. I think amethyst is a nice purple that we could use. It look magical. Well, these are just amethyst clusters. I'm also going to need amethyst blocks. And now I'm getting distracted going on a caving session because I found a pretty epic cave. I'm also going to need some blue terracotta and some purple concrete. We also need some black wool and all these other little bits and pieces. All right, let's chunk my pumpkin hat on. Let's hop over this way. And we need to pick a spot that is considered not Highlands, not Barrens, not small end islands, but Midlands, which I think will probably be about here. Yeah, like right here. Yep. I mean, maybe I don't want to be right next to that castle, but maybe like, I don't know. Yeah, this works. I don't know why there has to be separate biomes for just like whereabouts on the island you are. End update, please happen one day. Thanks. Let's build a chorus mushroom, because why the heck not? There we go. There is our final end base. A chorus mushroom. And this looks mighty epic. I feel like it very well fits in the end. It would be pretty cool to get some end mushrooms if we got an end update with end biomes or something like that, I reckon. And up here, we've got a little bit of an interior. And what's this, a lectern? Well, of course, we must finish our Mushroom Explorer story. If you haven't watched the previous couple episodes, basically this dude that's been going around exploring looking for magical, amazing mushrooms. Say something like 5,000, I don't know. I am off to find another dimension and hopefully another mushroom. Yeah? Day 4. I have followed this eye thing for some time now, and wallaby bollaby wow, I have found a mystical dungeon with a mystical portal looking thing. I assume the eyes go in the portal hole things. Day 5. Oh my gosh. This dimension is crazy. I am going to avoid dying at all costs. I see another portal, but it is already littered. Yay. I'll go through and update you to Moz. Day 7. This dimension is like the most scary, dangerous place ever. Since it's all floating islands and just void. I'm scared, but the mystical mushrooms call me. I will keep searching. Day 8. I learned how to speak Enderman. Day 9. Wow! I found a giant purpley looking mushroom. That is great. I will go and set up camp in there and study it for as long as I will think that I need to study it. It has been 10 years since I arrived. I have learnt everything. The void calls me. This journey has been one heck of an adventure. The void will make me more powerful according to my studies. I will become immortal in a way. I'm gonna jump. Thank you, Enderman. Thank you, diaries. Thank you, Blunston, sincerely. Wait. Eugene? What does this mean, Eugene?
It means that you are ready.
Ready? Ready for what?
Ready to become like me.
Jump.
Cringy. It'll make you stronger.
What? No way! I'll die!
I jumped. And now look at me. I'm the most powerful being in the entire universe.
But I don't want to be a static Minecraft item with no soul or purpose other than to be held in someone's offhand.
Cringy. Listen, every time you've followed my instructions, your hardcore world has benefited from it. Like when I told you to make a beacon farm. Or when I told you to make me a temple. All of this has helped you. Now listen to me one more time and jump.
You jump.
Wait, no. Oh no, I'm dead.
Frick. Eugene. I'm sorry. Oh man. Now I'm totemless. Oh frick. Okay, I better get to safety and figure something out. Eugene. If you didn't suddenly go insane, I wouldn't have thrown you in the void. Well.
Hello.
Yeah, what? Who are you? Eugene?
Hi, Cringy. Thank you.
What?
You freed me. I was cursed, and now I am free.
No worries, mate, I guess.
Hey.
Yeah?
After I fell into the void, I transitioned into a different realm that appeared to be between dimensions and realities in the space-time continuum, which was absolutely phenomenal. When I was there, I saw a guy who said he knew you. I was confused, but he seems to know a different version of you from a different Minecraft world, or you could say from a different place in the Minecraft multiverse. I didn't think for a second, and I violently grabbed a hold of him and took him with me. Next thing I know, I'm in a normal body again, and this friend of yours was. In my inventory somehow. I guess in colliding with me, he transformed into a totem, while I transformed back into a human. So anyway, I thought you should have him.
Hi, I'm Brog, and if you die, I'll eat you.
Anyway, I'm gonna go look for mushrooms now.
Wait, where?
I don't really know yet. I've got the ability to hop to alternate universes, so I guess I'll just start there. Bye.
Oh, well, okay then. Brog is my new totem. Nice to meet you, little guy.
I may be little to you, but in my home world, I am bigger than any mountain you could ever climb.
Okay then. Well, let's build the final base. This is the final biome for me to build in, and I'm gonna make it count by building something kind of dumb. It's gonna be great, okay? Just trust me on this. It's gonna be amazing. This Brog fellow in my offhand is absolutely amazingly beautiful. I love this guy already. I'm about to finally go into the final biome that is required to unlock the adventuring time advancement. Over here is the snowy beach. And as I step into the snowy beach, I should hear a loud sound ring into my ears. Yeah, let's go! Oh, finally. But we're only entering this biome. Now it's time to build in it. Something truly amazingly beautiful. There's not a whole lot of room here to build with. It's gonna be a little build, and it's gonna count as the most epic build ever. Probably the smallest build in this entire project. Okay, this is almost done. We just lack one thing. You there, come here. You, my friend, live here now. This is a fishing shack for the polar bear. Pretty fantastic. I wish I could give him a fishing rod, but he doesn't really have one. But yeah, that's pretty amazing, isn't it? You know, just a fishing rack. This guy can hang out in that little thing. I mean, it is a kind of cute little build, isn't it? And it's just got a little, it's like a nice little shelter for our polar bear. It's not that silly, is it? It is kind of silly. It has been a crazy journey. I've learned so much building skills doing all these builds. 64 different bases have been built. I feel like the first bases I built were so bad, and the last bases I built were slightly less bad. Let me know which one was your favorite out of this whole adventure. And also, I'd love to know what cold base was your favorite as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.